How long have you lived in Madison, and what's your current living situation like?
I've lived in Madison. This is my 4th year living in Madison. We came from Colorado, and my husband and I just bought a house.
Well, I've lived here, I think, for a little over 5 years.
Well, I live in a condominium. It's an affordable condominium considering that it's downtown.
He vivido, estoy aquí desde hace 18 años, pero consecuentemente tengo como 16 años. Rento la vivienda donde estoy viviendo.
I've lived in Madison for 13 and a half years. I've always lived here on the Near East Side. We have 2 daughters that are 13.
I've lived in Madison for 7 years now.
Great, okay. Where did you move from when you moved to Madison?
Chicago.
What's your work like?
Well, I work at Mendota Elementary, which is where we're at right now. This is my 3rd grade classroom, and my work's amazing.
I'm an electrician, work for Key Electric. It's a small shop, and I kind of just landed on it really luckily.
I sometimes describe myself as a professional volunteer. I volunteer at United Way.
Siempre tengo trabajo, gracias a Dios. Trabajo en el YMCA en las mañanas y también cuido a veces niños, Siempre estoy ocupada.
Now I work for the University of Wisconsin. I'm an advisor to the faculty, but what that means is I assist them with editing and writing.
I am a senior in high school. I work at Taco Bell in a mall now.
How do you get to work, and how does all of that work?
I get to work by driving, and it's about it's 4 miles away. Yeah, it's pretty close, so.
I do drive. I mean, I have a car, but yeah, when I can walk, I like to walk. Especially since Madison is one of the towns where it's nice to walk around.
I have a power wheelchair, as you can see, and I wheel a lot of places, actually, if the weather's good. I also take public transportation. One of the things I like about Madison is that all the buses are lift equipped.
Tengo mi propio vehículo. Cuando tengo que salir lejos, utilizo mi vehículo, y cuando no tengo que salir lejos, como si voy a la tienda, voy caminando con mis hijas.
So my twin daughters walk to school or bike, and they always have. Probably my biggest challenge work-wise is not having enough buses and a good enough bus situation to be able to always choose to take the bus and to want to.
If it's not a rainy day or if it's sunny outside, I walk to school or I catch the bus.
Been here for about 4 years. What kind of changes have you seen happening in Madison?
We are now, I think, 70% ELL students, so English language learners. So that's been a huge change for us. A lot of different languages are spoken at Mendota, so that's amazing. The explosion of apartment buildings, kind of tearing down the old and building the brand new.
It does seem like there's a lot more, I wouldn't say protests, but large gatherings or petitions where people are trying to get everyone else to rally with them and say, hey, these are things we want to focus on.
One thing I've noticed a trend in, and I'm not sure that's a positive trend, at least in my mind, is that we have a lot of luxury condos and apartment buildings being developed, especially in the downtown area.
Creo que hay demasiados nuevos edificios en la ciudad de Madison. Puede ser bueno, también puede ser malo.
What I see, and I'm seeing it being impacted by it on a daily basis, as are my kids, is a tremendous increase in the population of people not having homes and being on the street.
There's been more construction than it used to be. There's been more police problems than it used to be.
So looking forward, what makes you excited about the future in Madison?
Coming from Mendota, really excited because we just became one of 2 community schools in the district. So what that means is we are providing wraparound support for the community. So that makes me really excited.
Support, I guess, for teachers and youth, and how are our schools being taken care of, and how is our impact on things like water and lakes and streams. I like that so many people are focused on those issues.
I see us as being a place where a lot of people are attracted to Madison as a place to live. I mean, I think quality of life factors, you know, the number of bike paths we have, family-friendly workplaces. We have a relatively, you know, low crime rate, and so hopefully that will draw more people to Madison.
Una pregunta muy difícil. Bueno, pues que se está haciendo una grande ciudad.
A huge thing I'm excited about is this very issue of, you know, equity issues and people being tuned in, many more people being tuned in, and people in a higher spot, you know, higher and more privileged socially, economically, and racially in the city being tuned into equity issues, because I think that, okay, there's all this stuff that's always been amazing about Madison, but the access to it has been super uneven.
Seeing what's gonna happen for the little ones, or what choices they're gonna make, and what are we gonna help them, how are we gonna help them make them? How are we gonna like change it so it's better for them and easy for us, basically.
You going to be a part of that change?
Yeah.